Today I'll be showing you how to make a deck based around Rage of the Deep Sea. This is where you go creating a deck build. So with Rage of the Deep Sea, its abilities are pretty much simple. It's this card gains 500 attack and defense for each fish, sea, serpent, and aqua type monster in your graveyard. So what I chose out was cards like Weather Report, which when it flips over, if they have a Swords Revealing Light on the board, then it'll destroy all Swords Revealing Lights that are on the board and everything. So it's really good against your opponent for that. Mario Kute, it's an Aqua. The effect of this card can only be applied during opponent's turn. When your opponent activates a magic card, offer this face-up card as a tribute to negate the activation of the magic card and destroy it. It's really good because you can sacrifice. So basically, if your opponent plays a magic card, then you can use that card to destroy it. Then you have Shocktopus, which is another good one to have in a deck like this because it allows you to, when this card dies, you can attach it to your opponent's card or creature, and that creature gets 0 attack and defense or whatever. Firm Paw Swordfish. This is one to get out as soon as possible, or at least to try to, because when it comes out, all your opponent's monsters lose 600 attack and defense. And then for every creature that you bring out, they lose another 600 attack and defense. Gazerfish, which is a good one to use for, so if it dies, you can initiate or whatever and bring back 2. So if you these both are dead, if you have more than one of these in your deck, they're both in the graveyard, you can bring them both back out. You know, I hope you love my lovely pants and everything. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Starboy is another good one because it's all your monsters, increases your monster's attack and defense. Cure Mermaid. As long as this card remains in the field, you can gain life with it. It has to be face up, but Mermaid Knight, as long as you have Yuumi, it can attack twice. And then Mucus Yolk. This card can take your opponent's life points directly. And then you want to put in, at least I would say, I mean, you can change it up however you want, but these are just some suggestions for cards. And then Double Shark, which means you can strike twice. So a lot of this is direct damage, destroying your opponent's things, or being able to attack at least twice. Now, other creatures you want to look into for support would be Element Magician, which if you're running with wind instead of, and Shaka Archer. Okay, so Shaka Archer basically, once per turn, you can destroy 1 trap or spell card on the field. Okay, and then with Element Magician, it gets some powers based off of either hot water monsters you have on the field, or whatever light monsters you have water or wind monsters on the field. It depends on what you can do with it. However, you have both, it's just awesome. And then you want to put in supporting cards creatures that support it, that can support your deck and everything, or your other creatures and everything. I usually run about 24 creatures, and most of it's usually split in half. So it's like half main creatures and then half supporting. And so, I run about a 50 card deck. Next up, we have spells. Okay, so for spells, you'll want stuff like Terraforming, and I'll get to why here in a minute. All because of Legendary Ocean. You actually want Legendary Ocean in this deck. Another good thing would be Field Barrier. Okay, so Terraforming, if you don't know, allows you to search for a field card. So what you want to do is you'll play this, search for a field card, put it into your hand, then play Legendary Ocean, which, for anyone who doesn't know, it's pretty much a really badass card. So, I can't read it. This card is treated as you may downgrade all water monsters in both players' hands and on the field by 1 level. Increase the attack and defense of all water monsters by 200 points. Okay, so what that means is that if you have a level 5 monster in your hand, it just became a level 4. Which means you can play it without having to do any weird tribute summoning stuff. Field Barrier means that it cannot be targeted unless they get rid of Field Barrier. So, another good card to have is, just in case, After the Storm, Heavy Storm, you want to put in a Rurukria, whatever. Yeah. Heavy Storm basically destroys all spells. After the Storm allows you to bring back one wind or water monster from your graveyard if you have no cards, if there are no other cards. Okay. You might want to also look into getting a Dark Hole, or something that can destroy monsters as well. Here's why. Basically, what you want to do is you want to, so for a combination, also, now for traps, traps you'll want to put in something like Tornado Wall. Now, the way this should work is, now there's a certain combination that I just noticed that you can do, and basically what you want to do is, if you have something that can destroy all monsters and stuff and everything, then use it with that as well. But what you want to do is you want to play Heavy Storm, then something that can destroy monsters, it goes in the graveyard. Then you play, since there's nothing on the field anymore, then you play After the Storm. Then you play After the Storm. This one here, in case you can't see it. Sorry, away. No, you probably can't see that. So there you go. After the Storm, yep, that gets opened. Then you add Raid to the Deep Sea from your hand or from your graveyard, and then you play it. And that's pretty much how this deck works. This deck works a lot on basically all of your graveyard. So if you have something in your graveyard, right, it will be good. It also works on direct attacks and being able to keep your opponent at bay. Since Rage of the Deep Sea only gets power based off of so much off of each sea creature or whatever, aqua, serpent, and fish type creature name, then you want to have as many of those in your grid as possible. Like I said, I run about 24 creatures in my deck, and only 12 of them are actually the type for that. So we're looking at about 15. 7,000, I believe. Yeah. So we're about 6,000. Sorry, we're getting at 6,000. So right now, if I had all creatures in my graveyard that go towards him, I'm looking at about 6,000 attack and defense. So that's actually really good. But I hope you did enjoy this video. Don't worry, I will be making more here later on. Today this is in the 2017. Okay, so anyway, I gotta go do that video. Alright, so I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you later.